Catalytic converter rattle at low RPM is one of those car problems that sneaks up on you. You're not blasting down the freeway, maybe you're just idling waiting for coffee, and suddenly, the car sounds like you've got a bag of marbles under the floor. Not a great soundtrack for your commute. People always wonder if this noise is just an annoyance or something bigger. I get it, because I've been there too. Here's the honest answer. 9 out of 10 times, it means something inside your catalytic converter has come loose. Typically the ceramic honeycomb that does all the real work filtering your exhaust. Why low RPM specifically? Because at lower engine speeds, there's less exhaust flow holding all the loose pieces still. If your converter's substrate is cracked, then at a gentle idle, it can vibrate and knock around like a rock in a soda can. Rev the engine and sometimes the noise will actually go away until you drop back down. And let's be real, it's embarrassing. When people hear that rattle as you roll up to a stoplight, the first instinct is to stare at you like you're about to drop car parts on the street. It's not just noise, it's the universal sound of problem car. The more you drive, the worse it gets. Step 1 is identifying the source. Pro tip: crawl under the car, when it's cool, please, and tap the catalytic converter with a rubber mallet. If you hear that same rattle, bingo, you just officially diagnosed your problem. No guesswork required, and you saved $100 at the mechanic. The big question everyone asks, can I ignore it? Well, you can, but let's talk numbers. If those fragments clog the exhaust flow, you could lose up to 10 to 20% in fuel efficiency, not to mention risking engine damage or a failed emissions test. No one likes surprise repair bills. Let's talk why this happens. Most often, it's the result of heat cycling over years, expanding and shrinking the materials until they finally crack. But bad engine performance, misfires, or even one nasty pothole can fast-track the process. A car is basically a traveling earthquake for your converter. Quick fix options are tempting, but here's the reality. There's no magic spray or additive that will re-glue the honeycomb. Jamming a metal clamp around it or patching from the outside is like taping a Band-Aid on a broken bone. You might silence the noise for a week, tops. Replacement costs can sting. For a standard car, a new catalytic converter can run anywhere from $400 to $2,000, including labor, depending on your vehicle and whether you're okay with an aftermarket part. That's why people tend to put off the repair, but trust me, it always gets worse. Now, pro tip for the DIY inclined: if your car is older and you don't have to pass emissions right away, you can sometimes source a lower-cost, direct-fit aftermarket converter. Just watch out for dodgy eBay specials. Those can make things even worse, and your check engine light may never go off. If you can't deal with the repair right away, at least try to minimize damage. Avoid hard acceleration and keep tabs on your fuel economy. If you start to notice a drop or the car feeling sluggish, you might be on the edge of a full blockage. That's engine risk territory. Last step. When in doubt, get a second opinion. A mechanic with a lift can tell you for sure what's rattling around down there. Sometimes it's a loose heat shield or a clamp, and fixing that is way cheaper than a whole new catalytic converter. Always check before you spend big. Honestly, it's a pain. But catching a rattling catalytic converter early saves you money, stress, and a lot of weird glances at red lights. Don't ignore the sound. You'll thank yourself the next time you breeze through an emissions test and your car purrs like it's supposed to.